What's going on, guys? Look what we have, the brand new Klarus XT21X. I know there's a lot of Klarus guys like myself that are excited about this one. Normally we don't do unboxing videos, but their packaging has gotten a lot nicer. And we have opened this one up, but we kind of put everything back for you guys just so you can see what all comes with an XT21X. So for starters, we'll jump right into it. Front here, if you look on the side, shows you it is USB rechargeable. Just really simple packaging, but it's nice. It's really thick cardboard too. I'm going to turn it to the back. You'll get all your Ansi Specs on the back here. Y'all can pause it there if you want, just to see all the different modes and everything. And then the side just has half the soldier, I guess. It's a pretty cool picture that wraps around to the other side with the main front. Something Klarus does, I love, I wish everyone did it. A lot of guys are doing it now. They are including the cell. And just so you guys know, this is Klarus's new 21700 version light. So it's bigger, it's thicker than an 18650, but it also has better run times. So that's really cool. So, okay, opening it up, there's nothing on the inside of the box here. You can see how it comes packaged. It's nice because right on the front packaging, it actually shows you how to activate your two modes. So for those of you guys that are familiar with Klarus products, you have an outdoor mode and you have a tactical mode. In tactical mode, you have direct and immediate access to your strobe mode. In outdoor mode, the same mode button that's used to put you directly into strobe will put you in low mode. So you'll have direct access to simply low and high instead of high and strobe. But I love how they have simplified it, guys. Again, you know, older Klarus models, you really had to read the directions, and for a guy like me, it was just very confusing. For you smarter guys, it probably wasn't a big deal, but they have really simplified it. Thank you, Klarus. Awesome, awesome job, and we will demonstrate the changing of the modes later in the video. And also, of course, your reminder as well that there is a little plastic tab that you'll see on the light that you'll need to remove from the cell so that the light will actually work. Something else I like a lot that I think is really cool is in the box beside it, instead of guessing what comes nicely packaged here, it tells you. You've got your lanyard in here, you've got your charging cable, and you've got your O-ring. So in terms of organization, awesome job, Klarus. This is the first time I've seen it like this. Really nice. I like that. I like that. The sheath is really cool too, guys. And real quick, before we even pull the light out, one change you'll see is that at the very bottom of the sheath, it's got this black pin here. This black pin, if we turn it on its side here, it has like a little bowl cup at the bottom of the sheath. I'm going to remove the light real quick so you guys can see this. It stays in there all the time. And what it does, I'm assuming, is it's just there to protect your mode buttons from an accidental on. Because if you watch as I slowly put the light in there, it will actually line up all the way in, and it will just safeguard the buttons when you're carrying the light face up in the sheath, which is pretty cool. So there's that as well. That's it for the sheath, guys. Let's go ahead and get this out. Get out of the way. Here's the light. This is what everybody wants to see. So obviously, excuse me, like the XT21X, you have 3 buttons, mode of activation. You've got your side switch here, which, by the way, guys, it's rubberized. So on a lot of previous Klarus lights, including the XT21X, this light, it's not fully plastic. It's got a really nice rubber coating. And when the light is actually charging up, it's nice because it's got like a little LED that lights up all around that center light there in a complete circle from red and green to let you know that the light's either needs charging or is already charged, which is really nice. On the other business end of the light here, your dual tail cap switch. You'll notice that the girth of the light is significantly wider than an 18650 cell light, or, you know, its smaller brother, the XT21X. Another reason for that, again, guys, is because this one's running a new 21700 5000 milliamp cell, and I'll show you the cell as well because we're going to have to remove that little plastic tail cap, little plastic sleeve in order to activate the light anyways. You can see here you got a nice textured reflector. It's a single LED. Maximum output is rated at 4000 lumens. Excuse me. There we go. Okay. And then you can also see that they've changed the knurling. This is the first time I've ever seen this pattern on any of the on any Klarus lights at all. Just try to get that right in the camera. Okay, I will tell you guys that the texture on this, I mean, you can definitely feel the texture, but it's not insanely grippy at all. It's not very tacky for those of you guys that may make a difference for you guys. I feel like it's probably more looks than anything else. And then, of course, you also have your charging port, too. It's still USB, standard USB. It's not USB-C, okay? There we go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and remove the tail cap. And you'll see, you know, as soon as you do, you've got the little plastic little cover like the little lights come with now to save the whatever battery power there's left in there when the light's being shipped in that cell. We'll also show you the cell. It's a 5,000 milliamp 21700 by Klarus. You guys can see everything this way. Okay. It's 3.6 volts. You guys are about to see that now. Okay, cool. So, let's show you guys how this light works now, the user interface of this light. Okay, really cool to know, guys. Now, I am going to go to the Ansi specs on the back of the box. For those of you that may have paused the video to have read them, you probably already have this memorized, but I want to make sure with this light, the runtime stepping into 21700 territory in terms of the cell is really impressive, and it's something that I think's finally put Klarus up in a league with a lot of other main manufacturers. So, in typical side switch fashion, if you click and hold from off, the light will immediately go into its lowest setting. You might be able to see the battery indicator that briefly comes on around the light. Are you able to pick that up? The green around the button?
Do it again.
Okay, let's cut this off and see. I want you guys to be able to see the battery indicator. So when the light first comes on, it's green around the button. That same green will turn red when it's low, and that's the same light that you'll see when you plug the light in. So the moonlight mode on the new XT21X is rated at 5 lumens with a runtime of 200 hours. So that's super usable, guys, especially with that textured reflector. That's a crap long runtime. And being that the reflector is textured the way that it is, guys, I mean, it's going to easily light up a room, especially if there's no ambient light. So 5 is enough. One thing that's really important to note, which is kind of unique about the Klarus interface, guys, is that once you're in low mode, the next time you tap the side switch, it goes into a reverse order. So it's going straight to high, and then it cycles down in modes. So it doesn't go from moonlight to low, which would be 100 lumens, medium, which would be 400, high at 1200, and then turbo at 4000. Now it's at 5. If I single tap the side switch, it instantly goes to its highest 4000. Then I can go to high at 1200, medium at 400, and low at 100. If I click and hold the side switch, the light goes off. This light is currently in tactical mode. So the secondary mode switch is, just as it comes out of the box, it's that high intensity strobe. Just so you guys know, the strobe is rated at the turbo rating of 4000 lumens. So using the rear tail cap here, if I just press the side switch, it'll go into a real fast strobe at 4000 at 4000 lumens. If I just press the main circle button, it'll just go into a constant on at 4000. If I click, it also has momentary, in case you guys didn't catch that. If I fully click in the main button at 4000 constant, I can still cycle through the modes, again, from high to low with the mode button in tactical mode, okay? Now this is really great because, again, Klarus has been for me, it's been very confusing how to get into the outdoor mode from tactical mode. They've changed that, and before you used to have the light on, and it would just blind the crap out of you as you were waiting for the indicator to change to let you know that the light was ready to change modes. They've done away with that. So all you have to do to reverse mode now is you press the side switch and the mode button, and you hold them for roughly 3 seconds, and the light will blink. If the light blinks one time, it means that you're in the tactical setting. If it blinks twice, you're in outdoor. So I'm going to click and press hold. The light remains off. It will flash. It just flashed twice. So now the light is in outdoor mode. The mode button that used to trigger the strobe mode immediately takes me to low. Immediately. Meanwhile, the main circular button on the back is still the high. So I have low and high now. It's important to note that if I go to constant on with a full click, the mode button still does its job and still cycles. The cool thing about this now is that the mode button in outdoor mode does not go in reverse order. So in low mode, now as I click the mode, it actually goes up in what I would consider to be the standard order from low to high. So I personally prefer an outdoor mode all the time, but the light does have that tactical mode as well. Just as a recap here, because it's done so quickly, I'm going to put it back in its out of the box configuration by pressing the mode button and the side switch button at the same time, and eventually in about 3 seconds it will flash once. Saw that flash. Now a quick press of the mode button, I'm back to strobe again. So we know the light's back in tactical mode, okay? So that's a real quick overview of the new Klarus XT11X, XT21X, the 21700 cell version, big brother to the XT11X and 18650. The last thing we want to show you guys is how it rides in the pocket, okay, with the pocket clip. One complaint I've always had, I really wish that Klarus would create some deep pocket carry clips. I have yet to find an 18650 version of a light where I actually get that. This light, the XT21X, is no different, but it's got plenty of retention. You'll see that when I put it in my pocket. Now I know that this size light is much bigger than most guys would normally carry anyways, but this is it fully in the pocket. That's about how much of the tail cap, really in essence the entire tail cap obviously sticks out of the pocket. I've still got a wallet up here and everything, so I mean it's going to be big for guys that aren't used to carrying a light this size. A lot of guys complain about an 18650, the way it feels in the pocket. I mean, you can imagine the difference in girth with a 21700, but that's the difference. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I think overall it's a win for Klarus. I think a lot of guys are going to like the extended run times in this light. We are going to post beam shot videos as well that I think you guys are going to like on this, so we haven't forgotten about those. We just thought with the light being so new, it'd be nice to just post a user interface video and just kind of show an in-depth of the light. So thanks for watching. Stay safe. God bless.